Datuk Suryani binti Dato' Ahmad, Secretary General, Ministry of Entrepreneur and Cooperatives Development, MECD. Dr. Hajah Rashida binti Haji Bol Hassan, Setiausaha Tetap Kementerian Pembangunan Wanita, Kanak-kanak dan Kesejahteraan Komuniti, atau KPWK, yang berusaha Sudarnoto Osman, Chief Executive Officer, Sarawak Digital Economy Corporation. Professor Al-Khalid, the Deputy Chief Scientist and Deputy Chief Advisor for Digital Economy, Sarawak Multimedia Authority. Patsian Low, Vice President, Inclusive Impact and Sustainability for Asia Pacific Visa. Dr. Robin Bush, Country Representative, the Asia Foundation, Malaysia. Representatives from community partners, UiTM Malacca and Telencom. Good morning and welcome one and all to the Accelerate Summit event. My name is Christina and I'm the Program Manager at the Asia Foundation in Kuala Lumpur. It's so great to have you join us today. Before we begin, I'd like to make a few technical announcements with regards to the functionalities we have on Zoom today. Firstly, please keep yourself muted if you're not speaking to reduce disruptions at our event this morning. We would also welcome for you to keep your video on to increase the engagement of the event. And if you are facing any technical difficulties, please feel free to send me or my colleagues from Startup Malaysia to assist. And with that, I'd like to provide a little bit of background about the Accelerate My Business program. Over 6,000 women across Malaysia and Indonesia have completed the upskilling training program, Accelerate My Business, gaining access to vital digital skills to grow their small businesses. Designed to address the challenges women entrepreneurs face today, the ongoing curriculum includes live instructor-led virtual training sessions, self-paced learning, engaging speaker series by industry leaders, and an open hour session for additional support and networking. Initiative, which is fully endorsed and supported by the Ministry of Entrepreneur and Cooperative Development, is aimed to address the urgent needs of women-led MSMEs in a post-pandemic setting. So if you haven't followed us on our social medias yet, do give us a follow at accelerate.msme on Instagram and Facebook to stay on top of our program activities. Now I have the pleasure of introducing Dr. Robin Bush, the country representative of the Asia Foundation Malaysia, to deliver the welcoming remarks. Robin, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Christina. Good morning, everyone. My name is Robin Bush, as you just heard. I'm country representative for the Asia Foundation to Malaysia. And it is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the Accelerate My Business Summit. I would like to first congratulate all of the Accelerate My Business trainees and participants for your discipline and tenacity. Yes, big applause in completing all of the modules and the requirements of this program. It is wonderful to see you investing in yourselves and in your future through this initiative. I would also like to thank AT&T and Visa, who have not only provided financial and content resources, but have also really been with us every step of the way as we co-designed together and rolled out this first ever Accelerate My Business program. We very much appreciate your partnership. We also very much appreciate the endorsement and the support of the Ministry of Entrepreneur and Cooperatives Development and their support throughout this entire program. We are very grateful to have the Secretary General here to speak to us in just a few moments. Finally, we could not have possibly implemented this program without our wonderful implementing partners, Startup Malaysia in Malaysia, and the Center for Women's Resource Development, BPSW, in Indonesia. In Malaysia, we also cooperated and collaborated with community partners like the Sarawak Multimedia Authority, Pustaka Sarawak, and Yayasan Johor Core to ensure that the program reaches a diversity of entrepreneurs. So we're grateful for your participation, your expertise, flexibility, innovation, and the solutions that you've all contributed to this initiative. And we look forward to partnering with you on future endeavors. So I think that all of us at this event can appreciate and do appreciate the enormous power of the digital economy and the transformative potential that access to that economy can bring. Many of us know individuals personally, and many of you are those individuals whose small or micro businesses were on the verge of going under during the pandemic, and where the ability to shift your businesses online was an actual lifeline. So that's why both governments and private companies have prioritized skill building, especially for small and micro businesses. In Malaysia, for example, MDEC recently announced that over 1 million Malaysian SMEs have gotten their businesses online just in the last year. But as many of you have experienced and know very well, it's often not enough just to get your businesses online. The e-commerce world is increasingly complex, and without tools in marketing, financial literacy, management, as well as business planning, it's very easy to get left behind. So that's why the Asia Foundation has developed the Future Skills Alliance, which is a platform to provide a range of skilling opportunities, going from basic digital literacy through to entrepreneurship training, like Accelerate My Business, on to industry certification training, and finally, women in STEM networking opportunities to provide women and men across ASEAN with the skills that they will need for the future. The FSA also enables both corporations and public donors to contribute to these upskilling initiatives to allow for collective impact. Accelerate My Business is one of 4 skilling initiatives currently taking place through the FSA, and is one that very nicely demonstrates the concept of collective impact. Visa and AT&T contributed different assets, including the expertise and the time of their own staff. And the foundation worked across our range of partners to reach women-led micro businesses that could most benefit from this training. We do encourage any graduates here today who might be interested in continuing your journey of skilling to talk to us about other FSA programs that might be of interest to you. Through our experience with Accelerate and also in implementing Go Digital ASEAN, which is another upskilling effort, we have learned that women who own small and micro businesses face extra challenges. Chief among them is often time. Women have multiple responsibilities for caregiving of children and other family members, as well as other domestic responsibilities. And they also have less access to networks for support, credit to fuel their businesses and expertise. So that's why we designed the Accelerate modules to be flexible and self-driven so that busy women like those on this call right now could access them at their own pace and in spaces and times that are convenient for them. That's also why we included a mentorship component, because it's often not enough just to take a course online. You need someone there to talk to ask questions to, and to be inspired by. We know that only 20% of SMEs in Malaysia are run by women, and we hope that over time, with courses like this and others, that number can increase. With that, we hope that this course has been useful to you all. We hope that with the new skills that you have, you will be able to chart out a stronger future for yourselves and your families. Thank you again for participating, and welcome to the summit. Let's enjoy the summit. Back over to you, Christina.
Thank you very much, Robin, for delivering the opening remarks. We are also honored to have Mónica Aspe, the Chief Executive Officer of AT&T Mexico, to deliver her remarks. Unfortunately, she's not able to be here with us live on Zoom, but she has shared a recording of her remarks, which we will play for you now.
Thank you, Christina, and hello, everyone. It's so exciting to be here with you on this very important day. I am honored by the invitation to share some thoughts with you. First of all, congratulations to each and every one of the more than 6,000 women who are successfully completing the AT&T Visa Accelerate program. You are game changers, as we know the challenges women face in the path of entrepreneurship. Regardless of if it is micro, small, medium, we know that successfully running a business is not easy, no matter who you are. But we also know that historically, women have been less likely to become entrepreneurs, as we're less likely to access capital, and also face a larger burden of day-to-day family caregiving and community work. What you do matters, not only to you, but also to building a better world. Female entrepreneurship has a positive impact on sustainable economic growth and can also lead to products and services that more accurately address the needs of women and children. Over the past few months, you've undertaken the challenge of acquiring skills that will help your business take the next step forward. As we move further into the digital economy, those skills will prove to be valuable for you. This collaboration with the Asia Foundation and Visa is an example of how, joining efforts, we can better help enhance the reach of initiatives that empower you, women entrepreneurs, with the training, access to technology, and skills you need to grow your businesses, to create jobs, and lead your communities into a better future. Because the effort to promote women's entrepreneurship is a global effort, let me tell you about AT&T Mexico's Innovadoras. It provides women in my country with access to seed capital and with mentorship. Because over the last decade, technology has proven to be a great tool for women entrepreneurs. It makes me feel proud that as a company, we can provide an accessible way for women-led businesses to continue to thrive through the will of women leaders and the power of technology. Finally, I want to thank the Asia Foundation for allowing us, both AT&T and Visa, to collaborate in this great initiative. On a personal note, to all of you who are finishing the program today, I want to encourage you to continue not only playing the game, but really changing the game. Believe in the leaders that you are. We believe in you as leaders. You are game changers. Success and prosperity to you and to your businesses.
Thank you, Mónica. I now have the pleasure of inviting Patsian Low, the Vice President, Inclusive Impact and Sustainability for Asia Pacific from Visa, to deliver her remarks. Welcome, Pat.
Hello, everyone. Dato Suryani binti Dato Ahmad, Secretary General from the Ministry of Entrepreneur and Cooperative Development. Mr. Sudanoto Osman, Chief Executive Officer of the Sarawak Digital Economy Corporation. Professor Al Khalid, the Deputy Chief Scientist and Deputy Chief Advisor for Digital Economy from the Sarawak Multimedia Authority. Ms. Robin Bush, the Country Representative from the Asia Foundation, Malaysia. And our esteemed partners from AT&T, Ms. Mónica Aspe, CEO of AT&T Mexico, and Mr. Muhammad Fashori in the US. Representatives from our community partners of UITM Malacca, many other partners, and also all our participants online today. My deepest and heartfelt congratulations to all of you who have over the past few months completed a challenging, but I hope rewarding program to obtain greater digital and business management knowledge. I can imagine it must be so exciting as you start your business or as you are building out new ways to grow your current business. Being a woman and a mother, I appreciate even more the time and effort that you have invested, knowing that there are other demands on you in your busy lives. This is the amazing superpower of women. And I'm so glad that we have traveled with you on this journey of growth. For over 30 years, Visa has been providing upskilling resources to communities, starting out with personal finance education with practical money skills, and more recently with business skills education. And so far around the world, we have delivered programs in over 19 languages, 47 countries. And in addition to working with great partners like the Asia Foundation and AT&T, we also work with financial institutions, e-commerce platforms, government agencies, and in such programs, we ensure that greater financial knowledge can empower people to better manage their money, grow their businesses, and improve their quality of life in the digital age. Visa's purpose is to uplift communities and smaller micro businesses everywhere by being the best way to pay and be paid. The World Bank does report that while over 70% of people living in the developing economies have access to a digital or bank account, only 40% of them have undertaken a digital financial transaction. So what this tells us, though, is that it is not enough to know how to have data and Wi-Fi and to know how to use the internet. Many people still need to feel confident about their knowledge and skills in transacting and doing business in the digital economy. So only then will they trust the digital economy enough to take advantage of the growth opportunity that it has to offer. And so this is why we believe that upskilling and improving financial and digital knowledge of smaller micro businesses will be very key to an equal and meaningful participation in the digital economy. We made a commitment that we will digitally enable 50 million smaller micro businesses around the world. And we now welcome you and your cohort to be part of that community. We have started the work now in Malaysia, We have been working with women entrepreneurs in Indonesia for the last 3 years, but it is still the beginning, and we continue to seek new partnerships with companies, nonprofits, ministries, and governments, because small and micro businesses are so key to Asia's economy, and it is only by empowering them will they reap the benefits of this rapidly changing digital age. So I want to acknowledge, last but not least, the Asia Foundation's leadership in this work. With decades of commitment to the region and more locally, having such a powerful team in its commitment to improving the well-being of women in Malaysia and Indonesia. We are so grateful for your partnership and look forward to more collaborations ahead. And our deepest thanks to AT&T as well for your contribution to this program, your esteemed speakers, your deep expertise in technology, and your global commitment to uplifting women. As Monica had said earlier in the video, congratulations to everyone today. You are all game changers, and we look forward to seeing your businesses and your ideas flourish in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pat. Before we proceed with the next item on our agenda, we have a video that we would like to share with you that highlights the Accelerate journey for our participants. Enjoy.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Fara Saya menjual biskut coklat kecil. Sebelum ni saya telah membuat COD di beberapa kawasan di Batu Pahat dan juga di Pahit Raja. Tapi dia punya hasil jualan dia tidaklah memberangsangkan. Tapi setelah saya menyertai program Accelerate ni, alhamdulillah dengan program ni hasil jualan saya telah meningkat sebanyak 15%. Dengan program ni saya telah belajar macam mana cara-cara untuk nak menarik pelanggan, lebih ramai pelanggan, terutamanya dengan menggunakan platform Shopee, supaya produk saya ni dapat dijual di seluruh negara. Terima kasih Accelerate.
Halo teman-teman pejuang cuan, apa kabar semuanya? Perkenalkan, nama saya Heni Nuraini, usaha saya gula aren dan kue basah. Berbisnis tentu tidak semuanya mulus, naik turun penjualan merupakan suatu permasalahan yang sangat mendasar. Sebelum mengikuti program Accelerate, usaha kami kesulitan sekali dalam mendapatkan pelanggan dan kurangnya pengetahuan kami tentang teknologi yang berguna untuk mempromosikan produksi lewat media online atau media sosial. Kelas bisnis yang kami ikuti dalam program Accelerate yaitu literasi keuangan dan akses permodalan. Dari kelas tersebut, kami banyak tahu tentang bagaimana memanage keuangan, mulai dari menghitung laba rugi, pendapatan, serta bagaimana kami bisa mendapatkan sumber dana dari koperasi sebagai sumber pinjaman untuk permodalan dalam berbisnis kami. Dampak positifnya dari program Accelerate, usaha kami ada peningkatan, mulai penjualan dan pendapatan, dan keuangan yang mulai sedikit-sedikit dapat kami manage dengan baik. Maka dari itu, terima kasih kami ucapkan kepada Accelerate. Kami sangat terbantu dengan program ini, dan tentunya ilmu yang kami dapat pun sangat bermanfaat sebagai pembisnis yang masih pemula. Salam sukses dan tetap maju Accelerate. Terima kasih.
Wow, what a video. It really is encouraging to see that the program has helped many women-led MSMEs grow their business and participate in the digital economy. This is, of course, also made possible by the tremendous support of our community partners. And with that, I have the pleasure of welcoming Professor Al-Khalid, the Deputy Chief Scientist and Deputy Chief Advisor for Digital Economy from the Sarawak Multimedia Authority to share our Accelerate journey. Prof. Khalid, welcome.
Thank you very much. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yang berbahagia Datuk Suraini binti Datuk Ahmad, Secretary General Ministry of Entrepreneur and Cooperative Development. Yang berbahagia Datuk Rashidah, Permanent Secretary Ministry of Women, Childhood and Community Wellbeing Development Sarawak. Yang berusaha, my friend Sudah Noto Osman, Chief Executive Officer Sarawak Digital Economy Corporation. Patsian Low, Vice President, Inclusive Impact and Sustainability for Asia Pacific, VISA, Dr. Robin Bush, Country Representative, the Asia Foundation Malaysia, Madam Sharifah, not to forget, from Asia Foundation, and of course, our Iron Lady, Madam Vani, Startup Malaysia, Sarawak Multimedia Authority Officers, Ministries of Public Health and Local Government Officers, as well as Pustaka Negeri Sarawak, DCC managers, representative from community partners, UiTM Melaka, community leaders, trainers, secretariat to the Sarawak Accelerate program, and finally, not least, for our champion, all our Sarawakian women entrepreneurs who's in this Zoom platform. Very good morning, salam sejahtera, and salam Sarawakku sayang. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor and pleasure to welcome all to this Zoom meeting on our summit program today. Firstly, I would like to convey regards and apologize from Yang Berbahagia Datuk Sabaria that not able to attend to our session today due to her other commitment. Here, on behalf of SMA, I would like to express our gratitude to all the stakeholders in considering Sarawak community as part of the program, and proudly to mention that Sarawak has the highest, this is what information that we receive, Sarawak has the highest participation and contribution to the Accelerate program. As an overview, Sarawak has the population of 2.81 million, including 1.5 males and 1.3 million females, who are 93.6% are locals. So with the land size of about 124 kilometers square and more than 37 ethnicities, with dispersed local population consists of 60% in rural areas and 40% in urban areas. As of now, Sarawak labor force is about 1.32 million with the employment of about 1.26 million based on participation rate of 64.3%. The current rate of our unemployment is quite high during the due to our pandemic era, which is 4.3%, with the statistic again of our entrepreneurs is about 6.7% out of almost 1 million, and it is the 5th highest in Malaysia. The Accelerate program that has been introduced and proposed to us definitely has a major impact and was aligned with our post-COVID-19 development strategy 2030, that also known as PCDS 2030. For your information, our PCDS 2030 has been launched by our Premier in July 2021 with the aspiration that Sarawak to become a thriving society driven by data and innovation, where everyone enjoys economic prosperity, social inclusivity, and as well as with sustainable environment by 2030. In this PCDS 2030, Sarawak aims to double the size of our economy from 136 billion in 2019 to 282 billion by 2030. So in order to achieve this, our target economy to grow with the average at least 8% per annum until 2030. So currently, Sarawak undertake massive infrastructure development to facilitate the economic and investment activities, while Sarawakian will have equal opportunities to participate in the state overall development and enjoy equitable distribution of wealth through job and business opportunity. As an integral part of Sarawak Development Initiative, it is the duty of all Sarawakian to ensure a clean and healthy environment. So, ladies and gentlemen, DCC is a brainchild of our YAB Premier, which was initiated in back in July 2020 with the objective of inclusiveness for community digitalization. This platform is aimed to enhance community socio-economy through digital technology. So this DCC set up and program deliverables were based on the value creation with the optimization by leveraging our current infrastructure, such as upgrading our facilities and facelift of our village library, Pusat Hikmat, and also the religious center. For your information, the phase 1 of our setting up of our DCC, there were 42 DCC were launched at IDEX 2022 International Digital Economy Conference, Sarawak. This year is the 5th IDEC, and it was back, 2 years ago, on the 7th of October, 2020. As now, 2022, so we have 45 DCC in operation with 116 DCC managers. The vision of the DCC is to catalyze socio-economic communities through digital inclusivity. In addition, from that, the purpose of our DCC is designed to support digital skills and capacity building, upgrade socio-economic development, empower the communities, and create a sustainable with resilient community by leveraging our current library facilities. In Sarawak, for your information, we have about 212 total library, together with to include 52 public libraries, 153 village library, and also we also have 7 mobile libraries. So in total, we have about 370 libraries that can be leveraged for the potential to transform into DCC in the future. Among the initiative of our digital community center, we offer information and communication services as well, such as basic digital literacy training via customized competency program, local community center innovation and resources, a platform for new ideas, and then a platform for partners to do some coaching and mentoring. So furthermore, our DCC initiative provide access to the e-government and as well as e-commerce services and startup and co-working space as well. This DCC is also is a development or training hub for the community in terms of enhancing their product and services as well. For your information, we have more than 20 Sarawak state ministries and agencies, as well as 20 state local authorities involved in the DCC setup. So there's a very huge number of stakeholders in the setting up of our DCC. Ladies and gentlemen, at first, when Madam Winnie from Startup Malaysia approached SMA on her excellent accelerator program that provide a very high outcome and impact to our DCC, we felt that we are very grateful and blessed since at that time we yet to have to execute such a holistic and inclusive program to our DCC managers statewide that related to entrepreneurship. Her proposal that was based on PCDS 2030 as well as aligned with SDG 2030 agenda, provide a very clear objective. So in this proposal, I would like to mention that Madam Winnie keep mentioning that, highlighted to us. So we need to achieve 8 goals at least through the SDG, based on SDG agenda. So this is include goals number 1, number 2, 5, 4, 5, 10, 11, 16, and 17. I think that is very great proposal to us. Actually, this accelerate program is the foundational entrepreneurship, digital and financial literacy program for women and women-led businesses. It is an initiative from Asia Foundation, but of course it's implemented by Startup Malaysia. Thank you so much. And of course, supported, thank you to the sponsor, AT&T and also Visa. Throughout the strategic engagement and continuous effort from Startup Malaysia and the team, our team, the team able to train all of our DCC managers, 116 of them through the train the trainers program. This program came to the success with high number of participation from all the manager at 45 DCC in Sarawak. As a concluding remark, the Accelerate program has enabled us to actively support nearly over 4,000 women entrepreneurs to participate in our digital economy, and this is in line with our state level vision and mission. With the enhancement of capacity and capability of our DCC managers to be better equipped to support the grassroots entrepreneurs in the state. Then the availability of bilingual accelerated learning platform for us to continue to increase the capacity of our trainers and entrepreneurs in valuable to us. We wish, finally, we wish to take this opportunity to thank the Asia Foundation, AT&T, Visa, and all the, of course, Startup Malaysia as an implementing partner for this collaboration with us on this program, and as well as all the DCC manager, the entrepreneur from Sarawak. We look forward to further collaboration. Thank you very much and stay safe.
Thank you very much, Prof. Khalid. The support that you have provided for this program, as well as the digital community centers, the managers who are here today, means a lot in making sure that the program is accessible for all, not just in Sarawak, but also across the country and also in Indonesia. Great. And so up next, we actually have a panel session with women who have been champions of the Accelerate My Business program in the last few months. The session will be moderated by Nadzirah Hashim, who herself is an entrepreneur and CEO, co-founder at Wavemakers, and has a strong passion for women entrepreneurship. Please, let's give Nadzirah a warm welcome.
Thank you for the handover, Christina, and a very good morning to our honorable guests and attendees. I'm really excited to moderate this session, as the women we'll be speaking with today have all one way or another been involved with this year's Accelerate My Business. But before we kick the session off, I'd like to invite the audience to feel free to drop in any questions in the chat box along the way, and I'll do my best to answer them, with the panelists. We'll have about 30 minutes to chat with our Malaysian champions, followed by a quick fireside chat with our Indonesian counterpart, Ms. Fitriani Sunarto, who will be giving us insight on how Accelerate My Business supported the women in Indonesia. So without further ado, let's kick things off. A little background on our Malaysian champions. First of all, we have Fara Zaki, who is the founder of Fara Bosnita. She's a brand consultancy owner and expert that provides coaching to entrepreneurs to find clarity on how to build an impactful brand. As our champion, she took part in the business clinics we had here at Accelerate My Business, advising entrepreneurs on how they can improve their business presence online. Then we also have Winnie Wong, who was originally a photographer, but revamped her career during the pandemic into a trainer and consultant on content creation and branding. She was recently featured at this year's Jadi Savvy Speaker Series, which is part of what we were doing on a month-to-month to empower our entrepreneurs. And she shared her insights on how to build a strong personal brand for your business, which from what we know, empowered many of our attendees. And last but not least, we have Kamalia Anum, who is one of our top trainers at Accelerate My Business. Upon receiving her certification as a trainer, Kamalia went all out and dedicated herself in Sarawak to train a total of 500 participants in financial and digital skills, and even got 20 mentees to enroll in the mentorship program. So it's amazing to have these women today because we definitely need all our support, and this support system has been really empowering. So the theme of our today chat is what's next? And it really centers around you ladies because all of you in your own right had taken the initiative during this pandemic period to support women towards upskilling and reskilling themselves. So my first question to you is, what made you decide to take the steps towards becoming a champion in leading women towards entrepreneurship? So maybe we can start with Fara.
Thank you, Nadzirah. Hello, everyone. For me, personally, I'm tired of seeing moms, especially hustling at work, and they still try to find the balance of other responsibility towards her family and also her children, because I'm a mom myself. And from my observation, even after years of working, not all of them are near to getting their dream income or achieve the financial freedom or freedom of time that they desire. So I know I don't want that for myself. Because yes, entrepreneurship is not easy. Yes, it's another hustling game. And it doesn't guarantee you will achieve all that. But I personally experienced that if you are mentored and guided properly with the right mindset, it will eventually lead you to find your own aha moments and breakthrough. And when that happens, if you want to achieve 5-figure or 6-figure income in a shorter time frame, it's no longer impossible. And that is what made me decided to help entrepreneurs to find their it factor so that they too can not only multiply their income, but also multiply the impact to those people that they want to serve.
That's
that's my reason. Yeah.
Awesome, Fara. Thank you so much. That's really cool. What about you, Winnie?
Yeah, so for me it's pretty simple, as in I'm in this photography industry, which is most of us will know that is mainly dominated by males, that kind of stigma. So I just would like to share my knowledge to more females that would love to take pictures as well, because nowadays pictures taking and video creations is part of the essential skill for businesses. So yeah, that's how I come through, when I started the business, that's my objective as well. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Definitely transitioned your career, and now you're here to support other women as well. And what about you, Leah? I know that you trained over 500 women. That's such a big number. How did you get there? Why did you want to start doing this for these women?
Okay, personally for me myself as a DCC managers also, we would like to help the participant as well. And this is actually for our responsibility and duty to the participant, especially when we involve with the women, especially at Telaga Air. They don't have a lot of exposure, you know. So through this accelerate program, actually it's a lot of program, a lot of activities actually they learn from this program itself, and I can see the impact on them. And so means to say, like, we are helping the community, win-win situation, and other part than the incentive lah. Okay, so our main inspiration is to help the community as well. Thank you.
All right. Actually, I have the next question is for you, so we'll just kick it off. What was it like to reach out to so many women MSME entrepreneurs in Sarawak, and what do you think they need to grow and expand their business aside from learning from something like Accelerate? What's your opinion on that?
Okay, for Sarawak women, actually, they have a lot of experience, which is me myself as a trainer, I learn a lot from them also. So other than that, they have a lot of products that actually, for me myself, the product they produce, homemade products, and it's a good thing for them to expose themselves. So that is why from this Accelerate, they not only can have the chance to learn about the literacy, the digital part, the literacy part, but also from the e-dagang platform. So that is why through this program, we encourage them, we help them, and then we help them in kind of social media, especially because as we know, Telaga Air, for the women themselves, is quite far from Kuching, and the main problem is the internet connection. So that is why through DCC and Perpustakaan Desa itself, we provide them the facilities, and with that also, they are so kind actually. They market the products through us. So we help them through this experience. So that's it.
All right. Thank you so much, Leah. I think it's really helpful that, you know, overall your initiatives have actually given the chance for these women to come to this DCC center and really like learn about digital skills. That's actually a really good segue into the next part who I wanted to ask Winnie actually. So, you know, when you started your career as a photographer and you had to shift towards, you know, the pandemic period, and you started teaching people how to use digital tools to create good content, I think the audience would probably really want to know, like, how does one transition from being a photographer, something that you need to be in a physical space, to going into digital training? Maybe you could share a little bit about that. How did you make that transition?
All right. So to be honest, at the beginning, I was I have no clue like how I can transform, because you know, as you all know, photographer, we always need to go to physical places to shoot. But because of pandemic that time, I get to know Rebound platform is where I actually learned about digital marketing and how to market myself. And also I'm so glad to have mentor. That time my mentor was Fara, Bosnita as well. Yeah, so you know, yeah, and also power of networking. And from there I get to know more like how do I market myself online. And other than that, also I feel like it's such a waste if, let's say, I couldn't share my knowledge out to more audiences. That's why at the beginning I was really shy and scared as well, because I have no experience at the beginning like how to teach online in the digital space. But because of the encouragement and just a bold move to just start, and to my surprise, it's actually not that scary. It's just the the mental thing. And I got a very positive feedback. And also for those businesses, one of my tips is try to get more feedback. If let's say you have a Facebook page, after, like, let's say a course or a service that you have offer, get them to write a review for you. Yeah, that's how I get started. From there, I'm more courageous and also improve from time to time, and that's where am I right now. Thank you.
Take away from that is right, and Fara, you actually, because from what I understand, you know, you had a business as well prior to starting your little agency of consulting brands, which was called Little Penyu in Sabah, which is the Sabah's first baby swim spa. Like, that's amazing. And I know that, you know, pandemic, I'm assuming it was a difficult time and you had to pivot, but it really makes you a serial entrepreneur. And I'm sure the audience would like to know, what challenges did you face when you kicked off your new business, and how did you overcome it? You know, from going, again, this is physical to digital. I mean, that transition is always something most women are afraid of going towards. And, you know, hearing Winnie's story, I'm sure you have a similar experience. How did you do it, and what challenges did you have and overcome from it?
There's a little bit a backstory to it. Honestly, I didn't truly expect my journey to end up this way, because when I created Little Penyu, right, I actually had a vision to have few outlets across Sabah at the time. And in fact, right before the pandemic, I almost closed a deal with a potential investor to open my second outlet. But then COVID happened and the deal got called off. And we tried to sustain for as long as we can during the MCO, but I just knew that this is not going to be a 3 months or 6 months thing. So after talking to my family, I just make an executive decision to close down the business. So after losing my retail business, instead of going back to 9-to-5 job, I decided to, like you said, take another leap of faith and pivot to explore what online business I can do to help my family make an income. Because at that time, the pandemic didn't just affect my business, but my husband's business as well. So we were technically about 6 months away before our cash reserve would hit zero. And we just had our third baby 2 weeks before the lockdown, actually. So I told myself, okay, let's not overthink. We still need to pay bills and put food on the table. So I just started with whatever resources I had during that time, which is my graphic design skills, my knowledge in branding, smartphone, and also internet. So of course, it's easier said than done, but even with all that, I felt directionless for the first year of my business with Fara Bosnita, because I didn't know what to focus on. I didn't know what actually can help me move forward or what would waste time. And most of the time I tried to DIY a lot of things. And because I had a lot of ideas, I want to do so many things. And I tend to get overwhelmed and confused with the things other people said I should be doing. But here's what made the difference. The first one is I seek help from mentors and coaches to help me point me in the right direction, instead of, you know, continuing DIY all the time, and then you'll just end up nowhere. And then secondly, because when I first started the online business, I came from a place where I just want to sell and make money. But when I got help from my mentors and coaches, they say, don't have that kind of mindset. Instead, try to help as many people as you can. So I started to post valuable content and try to focus around one expertise and position myself as specialist. So the more I produce that sort of content, the more I attract like-minded people that can, you know, benefit from that particular content. So that helped me to learn more about my audience. And then next, I was more intentional in terms of how I presented my social media, the visual branding of things to attract people. and get them to really stop and then look at my content. And another one that truly helped me when I pivot to online is to know the key people in the industry, because there's no point of having a great product that no one knows about, right? So on top of making sure you are delivering valuable content, I try to be strategic with whatever that I put. So in my case, I produce content that I know, let's say if MLM leaders are seeing this, they too want their agents to benefit from it. So it's either they buy my low ticket offer or they invite me to train their agent. So knowing the key people in the industry truly helps. So that's how I scale my business online.
Wow, that's really like empowering. I mean, being an entrepreneur myself, I know that I struggle with my own personal branding. And when I saw your website, I was like, oh, this is really good. This, you know, that you're helping entrepreneurs put themselves out there. And, you know, it's just something that I think every entrepreneur forgets, that a business is one thing, but you yourself, your personal brand as an entrepreneur is really important. Which brings me to my question for all of you. What skills do you believe are important to have to stand out as an entrepreneur? And I think I want to throw this to Leah first, because you met many women who are either doing side hustles or actually, you know, being an entrepreneur, but they're trying to dip their toes into it, but they're you know, maybe they're not ready yet. But what do you think really should be one of the skills or few things that they need to be able to be an entrepreneur? Leah, why don't you start?
Because as what did Puan Fara mentioned just now, we have those kind of mentality. So one thing that I learned from Go Digital Asian, which is our previous program, and also from Accelerate as well, we have to have the explorer mentality penjajah. We couldn't limit ourselves to one thing only. So we have to explore more. So this is actually, I always advise and encourage my participant to keep learning, never stop learning, even though program going to dah habis, tapi just keep learning, because from this kita bukan dapat satu benefit saja, but actually we expand our network gitu. Okay, and then explore as much as you can, and don't forget to share it, especially for women. And other than that, to add your reach a certain level, end of the day, try to reward yourself, because this is, I do believe, this is for your self-love and also for your mental health as well. Okay, that's it.
Thank you, Leah. I really agree. You know, sometimes we tend to just go into it and we don't take care of ourselves.
Yes, exactly.
That's not a sustainable way of being an entrepreneur. I agree. What about you, Winnie? What do you think? What other skills do we need to be a
For me, firstly, it's being proactive. Okay, like let's say if you're introvert or shy like me, sometimes it's hard to voice out, like what Farah mentioned, like you really need help. If let's say you are not sure on certain things, or you feel like you are totally overwhelmed with work, just dare to ask for help. Yeah, that's one thing. And secondly, nowadays, you know, a lot of information online, offline. Sometimes it's a bit too overwhelmed as well when we are trying to learn new things. So it's good to, let's say, relax, self-care, like what Kamalia mentioned, and just take a walk, because the tendency of being burnt out is pretty normal nowadays. Just take a deep breath, do whatever you like. It's okay not to achieve certain milestone if you feel like it's too overwhelming. Take a step back and relook and reassess. And most importantly is to be disciplined as well. Yeah, that's my things that I always try to, you know, tell myself as well. Yeah.
Definitely, this is super important, because when you're on your own, if you happen to be a solopreneur, it's very easy to get lost in the details, but we always have to go and zoom out and look at the big picture and try to understand why are we doing what we're doing, right? So I really love that. Thank you so much, Winnie. What about you, Farah? What do you think?
Being comfortable in front of video, because video is the next thing. For me, as a introvert myself, when they say, okay, Reels are taking over, TikTok is taking over, you have to put yourself out there. I want to put my voice inside the video also. I takut already. And then this one, you want me to put myself in front of the video, but it is a skills that you can learn. Okay, it's a learnable skills, and then plus, like what Winnie said, it's just in the mind. Okay, it's what you tell yourself in your own mindset. Nobody is judging you. You just go on the camera, and then of course, personal brand. And when I say strong personal brand, it doesn't mean you have to follow and become another influencer who dance and take selfies all day. You don't have to be another cookie cutter. Just be yourself. Authentic marketing. Okay, project your own brand personality, okay, and do that intentionally to benefit your brand. So that's the two skills that I want everybody to push forward.
That's really, really, really important. And I know for a fact, because there are a lot of entrepreneurs who are also part-time, Farah, I just want to ask you, how do you think they can jump into becoming full-time? Like, what do you think give me like 3 things they need before they go into a full-time entrepreneur journey? Because I know a lot of the women who participated were mainly part-timers. They're just not ready to jump in. And, the thing is, you mentioned earlier, you have done, transitioning, you had 6 months of runway finance. Like, what would you advise these women if they were to go into full-time? What do they need to prep for?
For me, work on the mindset. Mindset is very, very, very important, because if you come from a scarcity mindset, right, and then always telling yourself you're not worth it, who am I to teach people, who am I to this and that, you won't go anywhere. So you have to work on your mindset, and then focus on your strengths. Because we tend to look at our weaknesses and not our strengths. So instead of working on your weaknesses, multiply your strengths and then see how your strengths can truly benefit others. 3, right? Okay. Be comfortable with selling. Be comfortable with selling, because from my experience, I always thought selling is like, very icky. But if you come from a place where you truly want to help someone, selling wouldn't be a problem, actually. So yeah, that will be my 3 things.
That's really good advice. And I really wanted to add on to that, that I think understanding that, your position as an entrepreneur it may seem scary in that moment, but actually all the little steps, you got to celebrate those wins. And I think one of us mentioned that earlier, those little steps towards becoming full-time is like a good thing. So I definitely resonate with your key tips. Actually, I wanted to ask Winnie, in your Jadi Savvy Speaker series earlier this year, you did mention something about networking, mentorship. So what are the best places for our attendees to begin to expand their network? Because a lot of them may be not in urban areas. They may be living in rural areas, and access to network is not necessarily as easy. But what do you suggest? Can you share any tips for effective networking?
Okay, so in this era, if let's say everyone has internet access, I would say classes like what Accelerate has, mentorship programs, and like group workshops is actually the best place to start the networking. Yeah, either physical or offline, offline or online. Yeah, because this is the platform that you get to know people, not only from your own circle of friends and strangers who are from different states or even different countries, like we have from Indonesia and other countries as well. Yeah, like for example, Fara Bosnita was my mentor, okay, and we do know each other at the beginning, but I took initiative to actually get to know her better as a friend. So you will never know, from there we actually have further collaboration on other workshops as well. And I even went to Sabah to meet her in person. So networking is not only about talking about business. It can be a friendship from there, you know, power of words of mouth and people's how to say, business that can help you to grow personality, your personal and also your business as well. Yeah.
That's talk about this very in a very you know, we meet people and all we do is talk about business, but it doesn't have to be that way. We can also form friendships and you know, from there create and collaborate together, right? And I think when I see the ecosystem of Accelerate in itself, the way it goes from here, you do this training as a community, as a group, or you can do it yourself, but then there's mentorship sessions. These are great, powerful places for you to do networking. And personally, myself, I've done a lot of mentorship for business owners, and I definitely know through these platforms, I've even given business to them because I know for a fact that they need that support and they happen to have the skills, so why not? So I definitely think I agree with you 100%, Winnie. We definitely need to band together as women and as entrepreneurs to really support each other's ecosystem in itself. And so I actually also wanted to ask Leah, you know, you were a trainer, you did the train the trainer, and you know, you're now training women up to 500 women. Would you recommend those who have taken the Accelerate My Business program to become a trainer like you? And what are the benefits, like, because sometimes we're not sure yet to get into this, you know, career of empowering other women, but you did it. And I think what I want to know is like, what's the benefits of becoming a trainer and, you know, just giving this opportunity for yourself? What have you gained from it?
Okay, through my experience as a trainer, to be honest, in the beginning, I doubt about myself because I think that I don't have the capability that people are looking for. So then I try. The opportunity came. I try, I explore, I read, I joined the program, and from there I do have some of entrepreneur experience and skills as well. So I think, oh, okay, I can do this. Then from one session to one session, and we joined the program as well. I think this is not only inspiring me to be a good trainer, but also to inspire the participation as well, because not only they can learn a lot of skills in the Accelerate program, but at the same time, they learn how to be confident about their skills and experience. As I mentioned just now, I did also learn from the business, from the entrepreneur itself, regarding about the products, how do actually they want to supply the items, the products to make the marketing success. And this is the thing actually for other trainer, if they wanted to become one of in this field, don't limit yourself. Okay, keep learning, and from this kind of experience, you will have another skills to yourself. So especially when it comes to communication, me myself as a shy person, as you can see. Okay, I explore and make friends. Yeah, we make friends, especially to the participant. They, once they see your face, they will give you a free products. But I feel guilty because that is not my main thing when I want to support them actually. But when they when they keep saying like, it's okay, no problem, you help us in this program, so I feel honored actually.
Oh wow.
Thank you.
I think that's really nice of your participants to also want you to try their product, but it's true. I agree with you because I've done some training myself, and I definitely know the extent of becoming a trainer is also learning new things. And I resonate with that 100% because you learn so much and you can help more the more you learn, right? So I think that the key takeaway for anyone who wants to become a trainer like Leah is to actually have an open mind to learn and continue to learn because there's so much you can do and network as well. So going back to that Winnie's point earlier on how to network another way. So we don't have much time left, so I'm going to leave one last question to all of you. Now that our participants have successfully completed the Accelerate My Business modules, what would you advise them to do to open more doors towards their career and business? Let's go to Fara first.
That would be start building your authority online. Start getting seen and build your brand awareness through your personal brand. Because when people know you, by default, they will know about your business brand as well. So try your best to leverage on content marketing. You know, you can choose whatever social media platform of your choice, and then you keep on testing your content, because what works for me might not work for you. The same goes the other way around, because every one of us have different type of audience. So putting a bit of effort to get to know your ideal client would really benefit your business, and then you will build your own community, because community is what can help your brand to grow faster, because they may not be your paying customer, but they are the best person to promote you through recommendations and words of mouth. And of course, whatever that you learn in Accelerate, make sure you put it into action. That is most important.
Agreed. All right, thanks, Farah. Winnie, what's your advice?
Okay, for me, I would suggest for those, I believe you already have business plan upon graduation, start creating videos, short videos, less than 1 minute or even like 10 second, 15 second will do. Especially even to grow faster, you focus more on Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, whatever Reels, or YouTube Shorts or TikTok. Just a few seconds, like you can do behind the scene video, or like let's say you love baking cakes, just put a tripod and with your phone. Don't need any fancy equipments, provided sufficient lighting. Just do a short videos, or even you can create some like non-business related, like your lifestyle videos, because each of us, like, we like to gossip about other people's life, we like to stalk them, right? So it's okay, you never know who is your main stalker would become your customers. Yeah, that's what I would like to share. Create videos, start creating. If you're shy, camera shy, is okay. You can do something that is non face related with your products, or even like something other than that, or you can do voiceover. Yeah, just start doing it. That's all. All the best.
Well, I don't create enough videos for my business, so yeah, I'll definitely do that. And what about you, Leah? What's your tip?
Okay, for me, myself, I always encourage and advise my participants to involve in digital field. For example, if they don't have Facebook, we will help them to create their Facebook, because our main point here is to give them the explore to explore the world, especially in digital line. Thanks a lot to the government of Sarawak and also to the SMA, because for the facilities that we had at our DCC. So I always advise them to keep promoting and product and their services, even though they don't have like 1 or 2 view, but don't worry, actually there's a lot of silent viewers. Do you agree with me? There's a lot of silent, like for example, actually we don't like or comment anything for the in their Facebook, but actually we do view. So the engagement is very, very important. And for me myself, I'm very new in TikTok also, so I learned a lot actually from my daughter. a lot of the trending song that will make you not only in your business, but also can help you to be content. And believe me, you will earn something also from that. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Leah. That's super helpful. I believe we have a question from Isabel, who's saying, can SMA support my tech business? I'm Sarawak, but business ethos is fully remote for anyone, anywhere. Isabel, is that a question, or would you like to unmute yourself to ask us this? Oh, Isabel, are you there? SMA. Does anyone know that term? I'm not entirely sure what SMA is, but
Sarawak Multimedia Authority. Sorry.
I see. Yeah, I see. Silent viewer. Okay, well, I think the question probably is then to SMA. Can they support the tech business? Because will they? I mean, what do you think, Leah? Are they doing that right now?
Yeah, through Sarawak Multimedia Authority also, we do have the facilities that and the support team. They do have this very good, strong support team, and they encourage us as a trainer also through this all digital program. So to get know more actually about SMA, I think we do have the contact here. Then you can leave us a message through the chat.
Thank you so much, Leah. All right. Well, that wraps up our Malaysia chapter. I would like to say thank you so much to our panelists from Malaysia today. I'm sure our attendees have learned some great insights from you. Up next, we've got a quick fireside chat with our Indonesian counterpart, Fitriani Sunarto. And some of us are saying, speak in Bahasa Indonesia. I'm sorry, bisa bicara bahasa Indonesia, but I think we have to stick to English because some of us are not able to understand bahasa. But if anything, I will try to talk in bahasa because I am in Indonesia right now. So okay. So up next, we've got a fireside chat with our Indonesian counterpart, Fitriani Sunarto. She is the Executive Secretary of PPSW Association, and she's got 19 years of involvement in activism. And she's been involved in social movements that champion environmental issues, education, health, and even women's issues. And her collaboration with multiple entities in various programs has really empowered tens of thousands of youth and people with disabilities and women across Indonesia. And this includes obviously Accelerate My Business, where 1,000 women across Indonesia have successfully trained under the program. So, but before we begin, Fitri, we have a quick video that was created by our supporters at Visa, which showcases a small success story from one of the participants in Indonesia about how the program has helped them. So let's play that before we begin our quick fireside chat.
Tahun 2018 kami mengalami musibah yaitu gempa bumi yang cukup besar sehingga mengakibatkan tempat tinggal saya hancur rata dengan tanah. Perasaan saya sangat hancur sekali. Setelah itu kami dihadapkan lagi dengan COVID-19. Suami saya harus kehilangan pekerjaan. Saya berpikir ke depannya saya seperti apa, anak-anak saya bagaimana, karena mereka masih kecil-kecil dan masih membutuhkan pendidikan. Sebagai ibu rumah tangga, saya harus menopang perekonomian keluarga. Saya harus menjadi tulang punggung keluarga. Nama saya Ibu Asminiwati, umur saya 39 tahun. Saya bekerja sebagai seorang guru dan sekaligus pembisnis makanan ringan. Saya tinggal di Lombok, Indonesia. Seiring berjalannya waktu, bisnis saya sudah mulai berkembang. Saya diperkenalkan sebuah program yang bernama Accelerate. Di program Accelerate itu saya diajarkan ilmu bisnis yang sangat bermanfaat. Berkat program Accelerate tersebut, pikiran saya semakin terbuka. Di pasaran sudah banyak produk-produk singkong, tetapi saya berinovasi membuat olahan lain dari singkong. Intinya cara kerja Accelerate memberikan kami pendampingan lewat Zoom, yang mana ada modul yang harus kami pelajari. Setelah saya praktekkan program Accelerate tersebut, Produk-produk saya lebih banyak dikenal dan pemasarannya lebih luas, yang mana pemasaran saya sudah masuk toko-toko dan beberapa warung-warung di sekitar tempat tinggal saya. Keuangan keluarga sekarang sudah meningkat, alhamdulillah sudah bisa menabung, dan insya Allah ke depannya saya berencana membangun sebuah rumah produksi untuk mengembangkan usaha saya. Sekarang saya sudah merasa bahagia karena sudah bisa melewati masa-masa sulit. Berkat program Accelerate ini, ke depannya saya sangat optimis untuk menjalani kehidupan yang lebih baik.
Wow, that was such an empowering video. Fitri, did you ever meet this participant? Did you manage to meet her at any given time?
Online, yeah, I met her online,
Oh,
not
wow.
yet indirectly.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I know you're based in Indonesia, and you've been leading the with the rest of PPSW to bring 1,000 women to learn about Accelerate My Business. And we consider that as you being one of our champions for today. And so I think I have the same question. What made you decide to step towards becoming a champion for leading women towards entrepreneurship? What is the Indonesian perspective on this?
Well, thank you, Nadzirah, and hello, everyone. Well, I want to share a little bit about information about the structure of business in Indonesia, because more than 99% of business actors are SME business, and 98% of them are micro entrepreneur. Women are the most entrepreneur at that level, around 60%. And even in lowest level, below micro entrepreneur is ultra micro entrepreneur. So the higher level of business, the fewer business owned by women. This due to many factors already mentioned about an equal relationship pattern due to gender issue. And also women enter the business world without adequate preparation. Like the video said that she joined in the business because his husband lost the job because of the pandemic. So mostly women enter the business world without preparation. And also the double burden make them share all the resources and they cannot focus the business. That's what encouraged me through the PPSW Association to organize women entrepreneur at the grassroots level. So with the hope that through our assistant, they could have sufficient understanding, knowledge, and skill to enter the business world. Also, given them understood that the business they were running was not just a business to increase family income, but it's a medium for them to learn to make decisions independently, learn to negotiate with various parties, including family members, and to prepare for their life in the future. So this is in line with the PPSA Association vision for empowerment of women, the social transformation of women roles and status in the society through the improvement of women access and control to available resource. So I carried the organization vision and mission based on the situation that happened to women entrepreneurs in Indonesia.
Okay. And do you think there were any challenges during this period of the program to recruit? Or was it pretty smooth?
Yeah, because the program is based online, so this become a little bit problem. Because we work with micro and ultra micro women entrepreneurs. So they have some of them difficulties with the gadget. Very few of them have a laptop. They have a smartphone, but they don't have adequate spec. So the memory or spec, also they have to share with their family member to use that smartphone. So they don't have enough time to use that to see all the modules. And because also I have to admit, we have unstable internet signal. Especially in rural, because our member is in rural, So the infrastructure is still a problem, especially in our participant member. And also we have to admit also some of participants still not confident to use digital technology. In the past program, we work with a Go Digital ASEAN. It's for a younger person. So, but for accelerate program, we try to we ask also the senior entrepreneur to join with this program. So they lack of a confidence to use a digital technology. So that's why we combine the mentoring program. So the trainer is using online and also offline to assist them. So so it helped the participant to more confident to use the digital. So yeah, we still have a problem with that kind of problem.
I think that's comes with the fact that the infrastructure masih nggak ada kan. So like kita harus
limited.
Go in steps by step biar a little bit more easy for them to learn. Yang penting mereka belajar. Like that's the most important thing, right?
Yeah. The first step.
Yeah, itu paling. Okay.
Yeah, they have confidence.
That's
to learn with the digital. Yeah.
Confidence to actually learn, as mentioned earlier, which brings me to my next question. How did the pandemic actually impact these micro businesses in Indonesia? Did you see a rapid shift going to digital, or and also do you think these programs are really crucial to help them?
Yes, the COVID pandemic has huge impact MSME business. Many of them had to close their business or switch to business so they can still survive during pandemic. Those who can survive is they to shifting business from offline to online. And based on the testimony of the participant, the material from the Accelerate program, business literacy, financial literacy, and digital literacy are indeed needed in Indonesia. So the business become online is provide an alternative for small business in rural also to be able to continue running their business.
Okay.
And it also give inspiration for the participant how to develop their business so they can thrive. So yes, I think this program crucial for Indonesia, and also the pattern of Accelerate is arrange the educational model in stage 4 by mentoring process and also consultation. I think it's a very good approach to run in Indonesia, especially combined with direct mentoring that we usually use that approach.
Yeah, mentoring itu penting sekali. I agree. Whether Indonesia, Malaysia, it's really good to definitely keep that going in any program. Which it's
but in Indonesia maybe direct mentoring still important.
Okay. That's good to know. Noted. All right. Shall we go to the last question before we have our next speaker? Just give me one liner. Now that participants have successfully completed Accelerate My Business module, what would you advise their next step be? To open more doors.
Okay. Maybe it will be good if there is sharing session between Malaysian and Indonesian participants so that they can learn from each other, or maybe they can even mutually reinforcing cooperation. And I agree also, it's important to expanding business network. So business are connected to existing business network in their region, in their local level or national level. Those formed by business community or facilitated by the government. If there is no network, so they have to make their own business communities. They can share, learn together. And for PPSW, I think we we should open the communication with the government agency, that the authority in terms of business licensing, so that micro and ultra micro business actor can be facilitated in business licensing, so that product they produce also have the opportunity to be marketed more broadly, and they can follow the national exhibition. And also we should encourage the government to provide stable and affordable internet infrastructure, because that is very important for digital literacy that we run in the field.
All right. Thank you so much, Fitri. That was very, very insightful. And with that, we are wrapping up our panel session. There were no questions for Fitri in this round, but I think we have learned so much from Indonesia and Malaysia all combined. And with that, I take my leave. Thank you so much. And I'll pass the floor back to Christina for our next speaker. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nadzirah, for expertly moderating that panel. And of course, thank you to all of our entrepreneurs for sharing with us their experience and their inspiring entrepreneurship journey. And with that, it is now with great pleasure that I invite Datuk Suryani binti Datuk Ahmad, Secretary General, Ministry of Entrepreneur and Cooperatives Development, MECD, to deliver remarks. Welcome, Datuk.
Hi, thank you very much. Dr. Robin Bush, Country Representative of the Asia Foundation Malaysia, Ms. Mónica Aspe, Chief Executive Officer, AT&T Mexico, Mr. Patsian Low, Vice President, Inclusive Impact and Sustainability for Asia Pacific, VISA. I hope they're all here. Distinguished guests, distinguished judges, mentors, coaches, and participants, good morning, good afternoon to everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, greetings from the Ministry of Entrepreneur and Cooperative Development, MECD, Malaysia. It is indeed an honor for me to be here with you today at the Accelerate My Business Summit. First and foremost, I wish to thank the Asia Foundation, supported by AT&T, VISA, and DHL for co-organizing this program in collaboration with the Ministry of Entrepreneur and Cooperative Development Malaysia, or in short, MECD. Well, as we all know, the world is just recovering from the effects of COVID-19, which have far-reaching implications for people and society at large. This pandemic has been a stark reminder that we human beings are deeply embedded in the Earth ecosystem, where any actions that we take will have an impact on our environment, be it good or bad. Thus, my appreciation to all the organizing partners for supporting today's program that aims to provide valuable insight into developing today's program, a sustainable business model aimed to address the challenges faced by women entrepreneurs into our local industry for women-led MSMEs to be better equipped with the business acumen to tackle challenges and remain competitive, particularly in a post-pandemic environment. I am pleased to see a good number of participants for this program that can be considered the successor of the Go Digital ASEAN program that concluded last year. Congratulations to the 6,000 women across Malaysia and Indonesia who have successfully received upskilling training from Accelerate My Business, who have made it this far. You should be very proud of your achievements, and I hope this experience will serve you well along your journeys to strengthening your business ideation. I also wish to thank again the panel of speakers, mentors, and coaches for sharing insights and experiences in guiding the participants throughout their journey in this short but very impactful program. Ladies and gentlemen, as we are aware, ICT and digital tools bring many significant benefits for businesses. Not only do technology and digitalization reduce transaction costs by providing better and quicker access to information and communication, it also helps MSMEs integrate into the global markets through reductions in costs associated with transport and border operations, and significantly enhances the scope to trade services. On top of that, the COVID-19 pandemic has seen an explosion of demand for all kinds of digital or online products and services. And this has created more opportunities for digital entrepreneurs and potential digital entrepreneurs. If there is one lesson to be learned from the COVID pandemic, it is that the adoption of digital technologies is no longer optional for businesses, but a must. However, despite the benefits and opportunities associated with technology use, digitalization and the significant increase in uptake in recent years, many MSMEs continue to lack in its adoption. This could be due to the lack of awareness and knowledge concerning the potential of ICT and digital technology, as well as implications for its use. Some MSMEs renounce the use of ICT and going digital simply because they do not understand how it can be incorporated into their business, or do not know the availability of the right solutions for the business. As such, it is important that together we put in more effort towards ensuring no one, especially women-led MSMEs, get left behind in this digital transformation. We must work together to bridge the digital gap. The digital tools before us not only can, but do boost women's participation and leadership in the digital space, enhancing and enabling them to become leaders of their own right, and more importantly, the needed and active agents of change. With these skills and tools, women no longer have to choose between focusing on home or work, but instead they are empowered with the flexibility of managing both alongside each other. In short, digitalization is no longer an option, but a must in today's society. As the saying goes by Lao Tzu, the longest journey begins with the first step, and we have gone a few steps as it is. And I believe with the right cooperation and steadfastness, we will make it together stronger and more robust despite the uncertain times ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, in closing, Malaysia is proud to participate in Accelerate My Business Summit, as we believe this can impact our ecosystem and change our ways of thinking for the future. This program can contribute towards strengthening the capacity and capability of nation MSMEs towards producing value-added goods and services that are innovative, competitive, and relevant, not only in our domestic markets, but also beyond our borders. I am hopeful that the women MSMEs we have with us today will be able to play their role as agents of change and will be inspired to come up with better solutions to address the socio-economic and environmental challenges that we are facing today. MECD looks forward to more collaboration with the Asia Foundation and its partners in future series of programs. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Datuk Suryani, for your remarks and for your support of the Accelerate My Business program. We do hope to continue collaborating on future programs as well, particularly as it relates to the digital economy and meaningful participation. Now, throughout the week leading up to our summit today, we have held multiple activities, as you have seen, and competitions for our entrepreneurs to take part. And one of it is the Accelerate My Business Success Story, which is one of the competitions that we have designed under the program for the participants to receive a small funding. Participants submit a video between 90 seconds to 2 minutes long, sharing their Accelerate journey and how the program has supported them and their businesses. From the array of submissions that we received, we have finalized the top 11 videos to receive cash prizes of 300 ringgit for Malaysia and 1 million rupiah for Indonesia. And today, we are honored to be announcing the winners of the competition. So for Malaysia, the winners are Zaitun binti Kalana from Zara Homemade Burger, Sarah Shahira from Choco Chip, Nur Farhana binti Hidel, Hamsia binti Jis, Nur Izzati binti Shaperi, Karen Anak Seris from Karen's Bakery, Ratna Kartini binti Hipni. And as you can see, we have also highlighted the trainer that has guided them through the program as well as which DCC is responsible, that the trainer is under. Congratulations to the Malaysian winners. And now we move on to Indonesia. The winners are Afrila Bimari, Asminiwati, whose story you heard through the video that Visa has produced, as well as Heni Nuraini. Congratulations to all the winners of the Accelerate My Business Success Story competition. Next up, we also have the Accelerate My Business Award, one of the competitions that we designed for the participants to receive a small funding to grow their business. Participants submit a business plan detailing how they will use the funding to advance their business, and the top 12 plans will receive a seed funding of RM 1,000 for Malaysia and 3.3 million rupiah for Indonesia. So the top submissions from Malaysia are Nur Kasma Diana binti Majid, Atira binti Hamja, Christy Putal, Fatima binti Arifin, Rafia binti Jarni, again Sarah Shahira binti Shamsuddin, Rosilawati binti Junaidi, Isabel Francis, Nur Izzati binti Shaperi, Zainon binti Zaini, and for Indonesia, we have Fitri Nurjana and Mardiana. Congratulations to the winners of the Accelerate My Business Award. All right, so again, I would like to just congratulate all the winners and thank you to all the entrepreneurs who have submitted their entries. We hope that you continue to stay engaged with us and continue learning. We are almost now at the end of our summit, but before we wrap up, let's take a group photo to commemorate our event today. Do turn on your videos and I'll allow for a couple of seconds for you to do that. It's so nice to see all of your faces. Thank you for joining us this morning. If you're still here, do turn on your videos and my colleague from Startup Malaysia will take a group photo.
All right, is everyone ready? I can see more cameras setting on. Let's wait for like around 10 seconds. 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6, 5, 4, and we'll be taking one in 3, 2, 1. There's still more turning on their cameras. Okay, all right, let's take one first. In 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, ready? One more, just in case. Okay, ready? In 3, 2, 1. And we have a second piece. 3, 2, 1. All right, thank you so much, everyone. Back to you, Christina. Thank you.
Thank you again, Jen, for assisting with that. And again, thank you for everyone to make time to attend our summit today. I hope you leave this event feeling inspired by the stories and experiences shared by our participants, as well as the remarks made by our supporters and community partners. To the entrepreneurs, your journey does not end here. Accelerate My Business has also recently introduced a Go Global with DHL, an e-commerce specialization module conducted by the company's network of logistics specialists. The module covers a range of topics encompassing e-commerce strategy, export rules, custom procedures, shipment packaging, and more for you to expand your business internationally. So do log on to the Accelerate portal to enroll in this program. Also, don't forget, we have the Entrepreneurship Business Clinic that's happening at 2:30 p.m. later today to address your business challenge. My colleague will be dropping the registration link in the chat now, so please do join us. And with that, thank you so much for spending your Friday morning with us. Thank you and have a great rest of your day. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Happy weekend.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks for joining.